Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a weekly message for fire signs. So guys, if you are Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, this may be for you. Keep in mind it is general. It is not going to hit everyone's situation, so take what you feel is for you, disregard the rest, my friends, and go about your day. So also, this is dated from March 16th through the 22nd as a weekly message. But if you encounter this after this week, it still may resonate. Just take it again, how it feels for you. Time is fluid, so just be aware of that. And know that we may be picking up on a situation that you're encountering now. Something from your past, something from a past life, or something just starting to trickle into the energy field. So again, keep an idea on that. And no matter what cards we get, no matter what messages we receive through spirit, it's still up to you and your active free will, your grassroots evolution. And honestly, that's personal power, my friends. So before I get going, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to jump in to guide, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel, delivering the messages only for the highest good of those of you watching, as well as to be used as with the clearest channel, these messages in the clearest form possible to understand. So I would also suggest, if you guys are calling in your angels or your guides, to ask the same. Ask that they're giving you top-notch guidance, and in a way that you're not trying to decipher all day about. So I'm first going to bring a message from the Native American Oracle, and this is what the cards look like if at the end you guys like them and want to check them out. So this is as an overarching energy for Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius for the week starting March 16th through to the 22nd, please. Thank you. One of the things that you get is about the drum. And the drum is about constancy, rhythm, motion. We're going to read from the book as well. And it's a number 32, so this is also a 5, and about change and transformations. Number 32. Constancy. So if I trigger you throughout this, if I invoke an uncomfortable emotion, if I trigger you in terms of remembering a difficult situation, think about how can you use this empowered vulnerability in your day-to-day life to bring positive changes in your world. That's what I would suggest. So for the drum, I'll hold it up in case you'd like to look at the picture. You might get your own messages from this as well. Constancy. The drum produces the primordial sound of creation and can induce trance states that encourage connection with spirit. Drums carry the energy of the materials they are made with, as well as become an individual entity on their own. They carry the powerful sound of thunder and energy of lightning, hence are used to capture the creator's attention. They also mimic the heartbeat of the earth, the great spirit that connects us all. The beat that may vary and evoke a different energy, but all variations are part of the rhythm of life. The message with this card suggests find your own inner rhythm and let it flow and live and change while remaining uniquely your own. Some of the key words here are constancy, repetition, controlled emotion, vital rhythms, pressing situations, and the timeline. So this particular book also introduces a timeline. This could be a cycle that is more than 3 years. So some of you may be wrapping up a cycle of 3 years and starting a new one, and knowing that there's also always going to be ebb and flow. There will always be energetic transfer, energetic information, and energy flowing in this universe. And what the thing is with this constancy is that there is a different beat for every drum, and every drum is going to carry the information it is created with, as well as, like they said, become an entity in its own right. It's going to be on its own. No two drums are going to carry the same sound. No two drums are going to carry the same vibration, as well as no two people playing this drum are going to make the same rhythm. This is asking you to follow the rhythm of your life. Go with the flow. When change comes, move with that vibration. As well as for some of you, this could be really, really important in terms of getting into shamanic trance. Shamanic journeying, shamanic work. For some of you as well, if you're interested in this kind of meditation, I suggest to do some research on it. And you can find as well, if you don't have your own drum, you can find a lot of YouTube shamanic drumming to listen to. But I find it as well, the trance of the drum is easier to pull you into your connection with spirit a lot faster sometimes than other kinds of meditation as well. That's part of the message. So I'm going to ask another message from this oracle. Please, Spirit, for Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius fire signs, please. Most importantly, though, to dance to your own rhythm, right? No two drums have the same sound. Well, no two people have the same sound. Our voices are different as well. That's how we can recognize each other. Our vibrations are different. That's how we also recognize each other, with our hugs, with our handshakes, with our laughter, with our joy, just with the energy that we exude in this world. Sometimes it's not always great, but one of the things is, before I move into the card that fell, with this as well, if you do have a drum and you're feeling a lot of pent-up energy, get that drum, bang on it, and set your intention that you're asking this vibration to help clear your energy field, help break up any blocks. And you can go from your top down through to your bottom, just moving the drum kind of the whole way, but make sure your shoes are off and your toes are spread apart and you're grounded and rooted in this earth, and ask the energy to anything that's broken up that needs to be released to help transmute and transform down through your feet into the earth's core. And that we want this energy to transmute with love into the world, so that we're not sending that vibration out into anyone else. And then, as well as when we're doing this, this is serious sound therapy is one of the ways I would put it. But definitely, when we set our intention that this sound, this energy, these vibrations will break up stagnant parts in our energy field, intention is important. We also get the feather, which is about communication, which is about new thoughts, which is about new ways of thinking. And also, they're asking me to read the book for you, and I'm going to, because feather is also important here. The message, they want me just to go straight to the message, so I will do that. Every stone, plant, animal, or situation you meet has a message for you. Listen. Keywords are communication, affirmative answer to a question, success, honor, respect, power, and within a month. If there's a cycle you've been working on for quite a few years, you may just in the next little while get the insight that you need, the understanding that you need. And this could also be an affirmation for you if there's something that you've been thinking about sound healing as well. This could be an affirmation to say, hey, you know what? This is definitely, your affirmative answer. This could be cycles within relationships, cycles within work, cycles within your own life, that now is the time that this is also a connection with spirit and connection with the divine. Let's see if there's anything else. So feathers are an important part of Native American rituals. Feathers are tied to poles which are placed in fields or mountain peaks and create a rustling noise, the voice of the gods. They represent prayer, both the active speaking aspect as well as the passive listening aspect. Feathers are also signs of respect and honor and are considered gifts from spirit. Receiving one, whether from your people as a sign of achievement or as a gift found along your path, brings with it responsibility. Feathers are to be treated as any other sacred symbol. For some of you as well, this would be tying feathers potentially to your drum strings as well, but I feel like this is in conversation with spirit, following your own natural rhythm and really paying attention to the signs that you receive. This is a sacred artifact. The same with the drum is a sacred artifact. This could be, if you're walking down the street as well and you find a feather, pick it up if it's in beautiful shape. What kind of bird is it? What were you thinking when you saw this? What are the situations surrounding your current life? And moving again with ebb and flow. I keep feathers. I love feathers. I like to wear them in my hair as well. And I feel like that for me is the warrior inside of me. Some of you as well, what I would say is some of you are going to be or are in touch with your warrior spirit. If you are interested in that, you take a look, if you'd like, through my channel. There are a few messages for your warrior spirit or your rebel soul. I think they're entitled like that, Message for Your Rebel Soul and Message for Your Warrior Spirit, that might be helpful as well from the past. Again, time is fluid, and no, you don't need to go through and look for that, but if you do feel like that was something you were interested in, by all means explore, my friends. So I'm going to take a message. They want me to bring the Guardian Tarot now. So this will be for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And before I forget, for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please feel free at the end, if this does resonate, to hit subscribe, join the journey with me, help me build this channel, and, you know, let me encounter your energy more often. We have 4 cards that fell out. The first, Strength in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I already heard here somebody may have not necessarily listened to their soul as much in the past. We have the 4 of Wands, which is about celebration, which is bringing the long lost to us. And for this one as well, this is in partnership with the other half of his soul, to bring it in to touch, even though it cannot be physically manifested, right? To have this, regardless how far, to still be in contact with this particular part of themselves. And we have here the Ace of Swords, which is very, very similar to this feather. There's a new understanding in it. For some of you with this Strength in the reverse, it may be letting down your guard to be able to see the celebration and new understandings. And for some of us as well, with this Strength card, if some of us have always chosen to be strong no matter what happens through every trial in our life, if we've always been grounded, if our world gets a little bit upside down once in a while and we're not sure, you know, where our path is, I would say this is where you tune into the rhythm of the universe and ask for the answers, ask for some help, and be willing to accept it when it comes to you. And it may come to you in the ethers. It may come to you again as a feather along the side of the road, but I feel like there's a lot of message here for Spirit saying, Mommy. Just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. So I'm going to flip them upright, because there may have been a block in the past for you feeling strong and nurturing. And if we're having trouble in our own lives, it's really difficult sometimes to feel like we're empowered and able to nurture and care for others. But that may be what's being asked of you, is that as well as if you put all of your energy into caring for others, much like this is the Queen of Pentacles, this loving, beautiful, creative person, and nurturing. She's got, this tree has leaves in her hair. Her child is blossoming and blooming as well and budding out. We have flowers around here. This also signifies the love between mother and child. For some of you, there may be a lot of times where you felt lately a need for strength and a need for kind of help along this path. And where I have here is like, it's here for you. What we need to do is first off remind ourselves about all the things in this world that we have to celebrate, and that will help us bring to this brand new understandings. But this full moon behind it as well is about completions. We're completing the old cycle. This could again be like 3 years or more, a cycle that has been happening, and it's really time to bring a new understanding to it, as well as this could be on a spiritual side, that it's time, if you've been spiritually inclined but kind of ignoring the signs from the universe because you're not ready for it, there may be times in the next week or in the coming months that you're ready. You're ready to see the world differently. You're ready to nurture the people in your life, and you're ready to enjoy this moment here and now and celebrate all of the things that you currently have in your reality. I'm going to clarify the Strength card, please. Thank you. And we get the Two of Cups. And it was in the reverse, but I don't feel like it's important as so much in the reverse, because we also have the Lovers under here with that full moon in the background again, and the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. Some of this may be a very significant relationship to you. that's taking on transformation. And some of it, with also the Lovers that was at the bottom of the deck, this is making choices in love, as well as this is finally, to me, right, in the Four of Wands, it's still a faraway projection or thought, and they're bringing it close to them because this would be what celebration would be, marriage often, but this is fully embodied together and choosing love, choosing illuminated love as well, where it's not hidden, it's not secret, it's sacred, and there's a very, very precious bond here as well. And I feel like these are the same